here, because some of them are saying what I'm thinking, but I can't say it. Anyways, let's do this respectfully. I'm going to sum it all up, and this is the way I see it. I see it as, Kelly, I'm stating basically that, with Kelly's background history of mental health, we do have to take that into consideration. And then you've got the other side with the vulnerable lady and her mental health, which we have to take into consideration. Now, not normal households don't just go around to people's houses, giving away TVs or even like just selling them like that. It doesn't usually happen like that. And there has been people up here that have said, the word victim, and, that she's been, it's alleged that she's been going around picking the vulnerable people, grooming them, one would say. This is alleged. People would say that her behaviour has been erratic, and that this poor woman, that's been on these voice notes, is scared. I'm seeing that this woman is very vulnerable and would be in the category of having someone coming round from the council, because like when they need to have like a carer or somebody that's caring for them or checking on them, because they are classed as vulnerable people. I am suggesting as well that these relationships that Kelly's having, I do believe she does try and see the good, and then this side to her comes out, whether that is the malicious side to her because of her upbringing and how she's had to survive when she's been, her past, and obviously she's had to survive, and obviously we have to take that into consideration as well, of how she's had to, bring herself up and why she would have such toxic traits. Now, the thing is that everybody's heard these voice notes and everybody's got their opinion. So what I'm saying to Kelly is, everybody's heard everything now. The voice notes have been outed. What I would suggest you should do is now, not continue to bring this to the internet. And like people have said, which is a fact, they left it and you did bring this back up. So if things do come into your chat, the truth can't be blocked out. Unfortunately, it can't be. So what I would suggest is you should have took these guys' advice and you should have left this situation and done with it ages ago. All it's going to do now is bring more negativity and more hate onto your lives. People are not going to see you as the victim, and they're going to see you as the perpetrator. So what I'm suggesting you do is you do not get involved anymore with this topic. You put it to bed. You've got your side, they've got their side. Both voice notes have been played. If you do continue with this subject, with this vulnerable lady, the police are involved on her side, because people are backing her and saying basically this is a crime. That's something that you're going to have to deal with behind closed doors. Now, what I'm actually saying is, I think it's best to not bring this on the internet no more. So then if you don't bring it up, nobody can, keep coming for you. And like I said, you have to start, having a new outlook in life, where you have to see people that are vulnerable and you want to help. You need to start contributing to the app instead of, bringing this drama and bringing up mental health and telling people what mental health they do and don't have. I don't think you would have liked it if she would have taken any of that away from you. Now, everybody has mental health. Mental health is real. So we do need to take that into consideration. Now, Kelly, I think if you want to come up here and you want to say anything else, by all means, you can come up here, because I think the best thing is that you should come up and dead it at this, because instead of you going on your live, firing up, and then everybody asking you questions. Whereas when it's done in this live, everybody said their piece now. I don't think anybody else wants to come in and counter you. They've said what they've got to say, and now we just need to move on. You lot are calling to move on from this situation, what you called for in the beginning. Is that correct?
Can I just quickly say something, and then I'm finished? Kelly, if you can come in the box and go from when Snell and Serena said they would sort out the sofa and all this was finished, Glenys was going to stop, don't worry about the money. If we can go from there, if we can go from when you restarted it all from New Year's Eve. Don't talk about the sofa. That's here nor there. We had sorted that. Why did you bring it back up New Year's? Because we did say, if you speak on it, we will speak on it again, because we've obviously got a challenger on it. So we want to hear now about why you decided on New Year to bring it up. Just because you was drunk, but your favourite saying is about the drunk thoughts or sober words or something like that. That is your saying. So
Right, can I speak now?
That's
Because
all I
I've
want to
heard
know
that
is
all of you have
why.
a big opinion
Hold on,
me.
Kelly. Hold on, Kelly. Can I speak? So can you just go from when you re-brought it up New Year's Eve? Don't worry about the sofa. That's been sorted. Serena is sorting that. Just please bring it up from why you decided to then come back and bully Glenys on New Year's Eve.
Can I
That's all
speak
I'm
now?
saying.
Right, can I speak
Right,
now?
so go from that day, go from New Year's Eve, why you decided
No, I'm
to
not
come
gonna-
back on
I'm
and
not gonna be
bully.
silent. I'm not gonna be
No, of
silent.
course you're not going to be, Kelly.
Twinkle, okay,
I'm
let
not-
her
Sorry, I'm not normally like
I
this,
don't
but
have my say now, because at the end of the
Guys,
day,
let's not shout. We're not going to talk about the
Right,
sofa,
can
sofa
you mute
subject.
Kelly then?
Answer what
Mute
she
Kelly for
said,
1
and then we'll
minute.
go from there.
Just mute Kelly for 1 minute.
It's my
No,
sofa
hold on a
that
minute,
I paid
Kelly.
for,
Hold
and you
on.
lot are trying to tell me not to speak on it. Listen,
Yeah, I am. Just mute for 1 minute.
No, hold
Mute for
on.
1 minute.
Hold on. No.
Can you mute her for 1 minute?
You lot want me
I can't
not
mute
to
it yet because I
understand.
can't see the screen. It takes literally.
Kelly, where are your supporters? Your supporters
Them,
can
can I
come in. There's
speak?
an empty box.
Right, hold on.
Bring your
Twinkle,
supporters in, Kelly.
Twinkle.
Hold on,
Let
God,
her
you're taking
speak.
my fucking
Twinkle.
ADHD left, man. Let me speak, for fuck's sake.
Everyone's obviously requested Kelly up, so could we
Thank
just
you,
get
Nisha.
Kelly
Can you
and-
put?
and
Can
then
you
to
put?
talk?
Sorry. Can you
Let me
put?
speak.
Can you put Kelly in the big screen, please? Because I can't see it yet.
Right,
Fucking rain is
if
like-
Kelly's supporters want to get in the box to support her.
Oh, shut the fuck up, man, there.
Who are you talking to?
Right, let's not do the swearing and the shouting.
Right?
Who are you
Listen,
talking to, Kelly?
listen, you are all saying grooming.
Just finish what I was saying. Else this isn't fair.
Listen, hold on, Tracy. You've had enough. The whole lot of you has had enough to say on me while I had to sit here and listen to you are bullshit.
you've got no supporters,
We've
Kel.
had to listen to
let me
you
tell
for
you
days
something.
on end.
Let me tell
Right,
We've had to listen to you
order.
for days on end going on about us.
Fully live. You
Shout.
can all fuck off, man, because you're all asking me to answer questions, but you won't let me answer. You're all
Right,
speaking over me.
Kelly, calm down. Go ahead,
The
please.
fuck? All fucking afternoon I've been trying to speak, and then no, let this person
All
speak.
right,
Let
no
this
swearing, please. Calm down
Right,
and just take a
right,
breath so we can hear
right,
you.
Right, Tracy, yeah? Don't tell me what I can speak on and what I can't. Don't ever try and silence me, yeah? About, oh, don't mention the sofa. Let me tell you something. The sofa is not sorted. So stop bringing Serena and Snell's
Where's
name
that?
into it.
Yours.
Stop bringing Serena and Snell's name into it.
Can
Serena
you
and
mute,
Snell,
please?
I'll
Twinkle,
stop
Twinkle,
doing
can you mute,
Snella's
please?
got nothing to do with the
Mute,
sofa.
please.
Yeah, Snella's got nothing to do with the sofa. Yes, Serena tried to help, yeah, but it didn't get help because Glenys needs to open her fucking emails because they keep contacting the account holder, which is Glenys. Okay.
Did
the
have spoke to
sofa
Glen-
no, the sofa did not get rectified. Hence why we're in this situation right now. Now you're asking why did I come live New Year's Eve? Excuse me. I can come live when I fucking want to. You pay my bills. No, you don't. You pay for my phone. So basically, you can do an exposure after exposure and all these lives on me, and Kelly is to stay quiet and suffer in silence in the background. But as soon as Kelly comes live, yous are like, oh, she's live again. Right, another time for another exposure. Hence what happened yesterday. Because I haven't been on the fucking app. So don't tell me what to speak about and what not to speak about. Nobody bullied Glenys, yeah? Stop looking on my post and reaching and saying, oh, she said she was going to put Glenys in a truck. No, I never, yeah? It's a post. Get over it, yeah? Yous are the ones that steep in the post. Look at all my fucking posts. They're all quotes, every single one of them. And again, it was a year ago that post was done. It's a fucking real, a memory, yeah? So it wasn't at Glenys.
How many
So you
times
can
come
all
on?
stop with that bullshit, yeah? And you can all stop saying that Glenys is vulnerable and a man walked up to Glenys and she got scared for her life. Well, that's strange, isn't it? Because one, I don't know where Glennis lives. Two, I don't have Glennis' address. Yeah. And what I said on my live was retaliation to what she said about my address. All right. So there you go. Yeah. So therefore, no, she's not fucking vulnerable the way yous are all making out. Oh, Kelly's a predator. Kelly done this. And Glennis is vulnerable. And listen, Glennis
called
was
you the
able to
predator,
stand up.
Kelly?
Glennis was
Kelly,
able
hold on.
to
Who called you the predator?
Glennis was able to stand up for
Who called
herself
you the
many a
predator?
time. Glennis was able to stand up for herself many a times, and that has been proven. And you know what? I can go on my lives back to September when she came around me as well, yeah? And furthermore, Manda, you keep saying, oh, you only got her in your house because of the TV. We were friends before the TV situation even happened, love. Do
Did
you
she
get what
go
I'm
to your
saying?
house?
She
Did
was
she
in
go to
my
your house
box.
before that?
At the end of the day,
Did she
it
go
doesn't
to your house
fucking matter.
before that,
It
though?
doesn't matter. We
Yeah,
we
it
formed a
does.
friendship.
Did she
We
go to
formed
your
a
house
friendship.
before that,
Hold
though?
on. We formed a
No.
friendship. And at the
No,
end of
did
the
she
day,
go to your
Glennis,
house
hold
before
on,
the
I'm not
TV,
finished
though, Kelly?
speaking. Femi, I can't. Do you get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it had friendship formed, yeah? And at the end of the day, we had a good friendship because we were even on fucking live showing our friendship. And then another thing as well, yeah? Like yous all make out she's vulnerable, but didn't she go into all of yous boxes and all shout at yous all and say stop fucking doing memes of her when yous were all taking advantage of her? Yes, that's right. All of yous lot in the comments, yeah.
What are
Yous
you
all,
talking
when yous all
about?
doing when you're all doing memes of Glennis being in a wheelchair
I
and me
didn't.
pushing Glennis.
I
Wasn't that
didn't.
right? I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the comments because the people in the comments done it. Yeah? Right? And so the people in the comments, were all taking the piss out of Glennis back then. Yeah? Yous were all ripping the arse out of her. And now all of a sudden, yous are all vulnerable Glennis. Yous didn't give a flying fuck about Glennis when yous are taking the piss out of her in my life. Yeah? Yous all came for her. Yous all came for her. Yeah,
I think that was aimed at you, Kelly.
It was me that friended her, yeah.
I think that was aimed at you, not Glennis.
It was me that helped her at the end of the day. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not talking to you, man. Shut your fucking mouth.
I won't shut me fucking mouth.
Right, let's respect, guys. We do not have no swearing tolerated during the live. So
I'll tell you
respectfully,
what,
please.
Kelly.
Let's go back on
Go
topic.
live, I don't
I'll
care,
tell you
man.
what,
Go
Kelly,
live.
why don't
Hold your
you
hate
go
live. I
live?
don't give a flying fuck. Go live, I don't care. Hold your hate live.
you
Hold
go
your
live.
hate
Right, one second, one
This is
second,
why I'm
right, one
reacting.
second.
Why
This is
don't you
why
go
I'm
live and let me in your
Yes.
box, Kelly?
Right, Scouse, just 1 second, guys. We do not condone swearing and shouting over each other. We are women. This is not what we do, okay? We need to squash this. We're not going on to, listen, we're not going on to ifs and buts, ifs and whatever. We're not dragging
And this is why I'm
right?
reacting.
No,
This
wait
is
a
why
minute,
I'm
wait a
raising
minute,
voices,
please.
Kelly.
Wait a minute, just mute a second. We're not going to shout over each other because we're not hating on each other, okay? This is about the awareness, okay? Everybody's entitled to have their opinion. So the way she might see things is differently to the way you're going to see things, and the way you're going to see things is differently. Don't look at the comments. Get yourself a roll up, have a drink, relax, because this is going to be stopped today, okay? You're not going to go off and then listen. It's all going to be out of proportion. I want you to be able to look at this and take some accountability. We need to start looking at this and saying, do you know what? I hold my hands up, and maybe that situation you're wrong, but in this situation I hold my hands up and I was wrong there. Now I do see that Glennis is vulnerable. This is what we want. Listen, at the end of the day, I respect somebody. Let me land. Just wait. I respect somebody more holding the hands up, taking accountability, and guess what? I can listen. I can mess with that. But if we're going to keep doing this is people just going to keep running with this, okay? Now, if we can listen. If we can squash this today, and say, for instance, we've just squashed this and then Scouse Queen starts making up alive, then that just represents how she is. It doesn't need to be done. Do you understand? Because that's what they're calling for, it to be squashed. You brought it back to the internet, and that's why we're here now.
Right,
so
Femi,
you
listen.
have your say and try and think of some accountability whilst you're having your say, please.
Then that would be good. Yeah, if I could finish what I'm saying. Listen, these lot are trying to run me off the app, bruv. Like, they're trying to tell people, oh, Kelly can't come live and discuss anything. Kelly can't be upset about it. Kelly can't speak about it, because if Kelly speaks about it, we're all going to do an exposure on her. That's the way it's been running for weeks, yeah? And I've gave 2 reactions. 2 of how many lives that's been done on me. And what? Oh, Glenys is vulnerable. Glenys is the victim. Glenys is this. Glenys is that. I'm the one £500 down. 550 to be precise. And the fucking damaged sofa. So at the end of the day, go do your exposure lives. Don't
Do
give
it
me
yourself then.
no more. Do your exposure lives. You aren't going to silence me because that's what you want me to do. You want me to be silent. I'm not going to be silent by nobody. Nobody ever again.
Well, there you go then,
Can
Kelly.
I
It'll
just,
carry
can I
on.
just
Nobody's
confirm?
going-
Sorry, guys.
Carry
Sorry.
on.
Can I just
Carry on.
confirm?
Carry on, 'cause I don't give a
Can I
fuck.
just confirm, as the host, you are going to go off of these lives and make more lives? Can I just confirm? Because if you are, there's no
Well,
point
hold on,
even. There's no point. There's no point carrying on.
Demi, this is the result of them holding exposure lives on me. Yeah.
No, but they're not.
So
No, but
me-
you're not listening.
Hold on. Yeah, but hold on. You weren't around when you seen it when all the exposure lives has been going on for the past 2 weeks, mate. So I come live twice and give 2 reactions. Are you okay? I've not.
Did I hold an exposure live on you?
I will
So
come
Ke-
live
so
and speak
Kelly-
about what
so
is
Did I
going
hold an
and I will
exposure
say
live
what I
on you,
want,
Kelly?
and I won't be held accountable.
Did I hold an
fucking say
exposure
either.
live on
Because
you,
one
Kelly?
thing, you're not judging.
No, but
Tony.
you kept
You're
my
not
name in your
police.
mouth.
You're not.
And did I hold an exposure live on you, Kelly?
And
No,
Kelly, can we
but you
just
kept
ask
my
them? So
name in your mouth.
what do you want? What's the end? What's the end game to this today?
You're
Thank you,
irrelevant.
Nish. Scouse Queen, can you just mute for a second, please? Scouse Queen and
When I
Twinkle.
become- when I
Scouse
become
Queen and Twinkle, can you just mute for a second, please? Just for a second. Nisha,
And you know what?
Nisha, can you ask that question to the? Can you ask that question, please, again to Kelly? Kelly, can you just listen to
Right,
Nish?
so what is it that you want from the end game of this today? Because if you're going to carry it on in another live, your own live or whatever, why has all these ladies come up
I want truth to be told.
going over and over and over? Like,
I want lies to be stopped saying in my name.
So-
yeah,
so-
these lot are all
so
saying
that's
that I
what,
never
okay,
paid this
so
woman
that's
her
what we've
money
been
back. I
that's what
paid
we've
her
been
everything.
trying to get to today. Realistically, if it's
I want liars. I want everybody stop saying that.
everyone's had their opinion. I'm surmising everyone's had their opinion
You get me,
today.
like-
So after this live, it doesn't need to carry on. Yet they've got their opinions, which their opinions aren't going to
Yeah.
change. And unfortunately, Kelly, you're not going to be able to change that now either. So they are still going to have them opinions, but whether they bring that to the platform and on other people's lives, their lives, your life, that's what I'm trying to fathom in my head. What do you want from this?
Basically, I'm trying to clear my fucking name with all these lies that all these people are telling. At the end of the day, everybody in here is all my haters because of one person, 2 people max. Yeah, and they can't go off their own mindset. They're all fucking sheeps. Yeah,
So, Kelly,
That's what
Right,
you're all-
so
Kelly,
all
Kelly,
I want
Kelly,
is people
Kelly,
stop.
let me speak as
All I
host, please,
want-
and then Leafy can
I've
speak.
asked the
Jane, Nish,
question.
everybody
I've asked-
mute.
I've
One
asked the
second.
question.
I just want to ask
No,
her,
one
is
second.
she
I'm going to
gonna
let you
take
speak.
any accountability
Just
for
one
You're
second,
asking me a
everybody.
question and I'm supposed to answer it. How can you be asking me a question and then telling me to shut the fuck up? Do you get me? Like, bruv, do you know what? This live is fuckery, man. I should have went on to Pearls because Pearls would have been a safe space because this is just a hate live.
Oh, then.
I'm out. Fuck the lot.
Yeah, to be honest, it's not going to stop Keith because
Right, guys, this is how we're going to do it, guys. Let me just say, as the host, respectfully, the way I have to say it is I have to be respectful towards everybody. You know, I have to think about other people's feelings as well. As much as people might think, oh, you're beating around the bush, host, this is how I have to run my lives. You know, the comment section, that's why you lot are there. When it comes to that, I just see it like this, guys. As grown women in the box that have all come in here and had their different sides, you know, I have to be in here and, you know, try and be some kind of mediator because at the end of the day, you know, when one gets trolled, you know, the lives are real and mental health is real. And sometimes in life when we do things, it's out of, what is it out of, you know, is it out of evilness or are you really poorly? And, you know, that's how I see things. Other people will see it as, you know, she's evil, she's calculated and she's all the things that people are saying, but that's not for me as host to say. What I would say for everybody that is dealing with, that has dealt with this situation and knows about the other side, what I would say to you is, you know, be the bigger person now, and even if you can't remain up here and remain, you know, just remain up here and actually just get it out and get it over and done with, at least you lot can go continue, you know, you don't have to talk about her, you don't have to mention her. So if she does go on her live and she does, you know, go on Pearls and all that, that's another day we can we can deal with all that another day. Now, when it comes to other host, I can't really, when it comes to, Alex and the Pearl situation, I'm not going to really touch upon that because I think people would love me to do that. But these are awareness pages, and I don't think I need to be spreading any awareness. I don't think I need to be spreading any awareness about Pearl. We'll just leave everybody else to do that. But what we were here for today is to get out the truth. The truth has been, presented. Everybody has had their side. She was more than welcome to come up here and have her side. She obviously hasn't learned self-control yet, but that becomes a part of growth and, learning how to, be with yourself and, respect other people. I want to say thank you to you lot that have, gone there and gone above and beyond about this vulnerable woman that might have been a target, of things that have been said on this live. And I just want to point out there that, even sometimes when we do things behind closed doors, like people can give things for charity and you can put it on camera or you can do things. Just remember you guys did that behind closed doors and, you reached out to that woman and you got to the bottom of what you needed to get to. There needs more people like you in the world because there is a lot of vulnerable people that are getting targeted more than ever. I'm just going to give you a quick scenario. I had a live the other day, and when I run that live, there was people that came in that live that they were saying that they was giving so much amounts of money for. Then I went on to top creators' lives to find out that them vulnerable people and now in their lives. So as a host, I have to think, well, how did that person get to be with that person? Did they come on my live and watch and listen to their story? And then now, this is what's happening. It's actually real, guys. So thank you so much, guys, for doing that. And I just want to say Scouse as well, you having that page and she felt safe coming over there and having all the facts that you come with, people like you do need to have more credit. You lot that have come in the box, if you could just continue to just get on with your lives, whatever other awareness is that you could, leave her where she's at. If she wants to go over to Pearl's life and she wants to, I don't think with what's happened, she'll be quite welcomed over there after, seeing today's live. So I don't think that's going to go pretty well. So yeah, guys, if any of you want to say anything else as well before we go on to another subject, by all means, unmute and go ahead.
Yeah, can I just say, I'm quite prepared to never mention that woman's name again, but I know that she won't be able to control herself not to mention mine. So Kelly, I know you're still in here. You mention my name again, and I will go live and I will open my boxes to anyone who wants to have an opinion on you.
Yeah, that goes for me as well, and the rest of our lot, CJ and that, and we've said that before. But that's the same with us. After today, if she mentions us again, it will be brought back up.
Yeah, and that's all. That's
all I've got to say as well.
And you lot are decent people. Listen, Twinkle, I know when you came up earlier on, obviously, you started swearing, but I know... No.
Sorry.
Listen, I know decent people and I know what you can give out. So when people like you come on my live, I do like to protect people. I don't want people to see that side of that character because I know what you give out. I've never met you. I've never been on your live, but I know when people enter my box who they are. And that side, sometimes when we're doing these awareness lives, I like to show people that are viewing, not that side to them.
Yeah.
Because, people shouting over each other can get the numbers up, the clout, and everyone's loving it. It's popcorn. But at the end of the day, you lot are humans, and I am running these lives, and people's mental health is real. So that's why I don't like the shouting and all that going on.
The thing is, it's when she starts shouting, and it does, you can't help but raise your voice as well, and it is frustrating. All we want is for her to say sorry to Glenys from New Year's Eve for saying what she said. And
I just want to say as well, guys, these guys are not up here running a hate train. What they've done is they've been behind the scenes and actually, speaking with this vulnerable woman and actually just spreading awareness. They didn't come up here and, they're not it's not a hate train. They're just basically saying, hey, there's another side to this and this is what's being presented. And unfortunately, the other woman is that vulnerable. She doesn't even want to come up here to even have her side because she's that scared. And to be quite frank, after I've heard the voice notes, I would be too, So, thank God you know, there's people like you that have compassion and have time to actually, you know, listen to these people.
To be fair, I'm not a easy nut to crack, but I have broken down with it, you know, from this thing with Glenys. I've had tears in my eyes for it, you know, and I'm not one to sort of cry very easily. But
the thing is, guys, the thing is, people want my opinion, and the thing is, when I have to do these lives, I can only ever say I'm suggesting. I can never really come out and say, you know, bad thing about a person. I can't do that as host. That's why people have their opinions in the comment section, because then if I really summoned up, you know, my real thoughts, it wouldn't really be fair to do that. It's just like sometimes, you know, somebody could come up here and say, they could start a live up and say, oh, I've seen this mum, she's a really bad mum. But instead of me doing that, I come up here and I evaluate, well, is she a bad mum? Why is she a bad mum? Well, guys in the chat, is your opinion? That's how I do it, because then it becomes a hate live if the host, you know, if I, like with Alex then, if I would have started, you know, going at it with Alex and, you know, what would my viewers, I'm not hosting the people that are in my box, and I'm not hosting the viewers. And to be honest, people deserve to have somewhere to come where they can all have an opinion without being blocked or muted on different sides. And I think it's refreshing that, you know, people do have different opinions, and you are allowed into boxes where you, like I do topics and people come in and they don't agree with what I'm saying, and they come in and they counter it, and that's good because it's refreshing to hear. I get a thrill off of somebody coming up and countering something. It's better than just blocking them out and not even hearing the truth. It don't make sense. And to be honest, I think when TikTok comes on and you're addicted to going on one live, you only hear one side of the story. So I feel like with my lives, you get to hear everybody's side and the picture gets painted and then it's done from there. I think we've all painted the picture of these two people, and we can say, you know, we can make our own decisions in our heads or in the chat and what you think about this thing, and we'll leave it at that. Guys, when I did start with this live,
Can I just say that Kelly's saying that this is a hate live? There's been boxes open, people have been able to come in the boxes, but unfortunately she had no people that wanted to come in to support her. So there was nothing that you could do about it, because she was allowed to have supporters in it. Just nobody chose to get in the box.
Right,
So
CJ's,
wasn't a hate
what I'm
live.
going to do is I'm going to have to just deactivate everybody, and I'm just going to have to start with, sorry, just let me just do this a second. Sorry, I'm going to have to deactivate everybody as moderators because we have got one rogue mod in the chat. So I'm going to remove everybody and I'm going to remain one as mod, and then I'll sort all the mods out tonight. Nisha will be the only mod that will be left in the chat. I do want to say as well, we did say to her if she did want anybody in the box to, you know, come in and have her support her or have her side, she did have the chance to do that. Now, guys, I do want to say, you know, you have to take into account as well, when you are watching these people, as much as you do want to have your opinion and you do want to troll, you have to take into account why they're acting like this. Why is their behavior, you know, why are they doing the things they do? And if you do see somebody that is suffering with mental health, you know, and they can't change the behavior, they're not taking accountability, then I think from then what you should do is not acknowledge that person. Because if the person's not taking accountability and they're not going to hold the hands up and they're going to have tantrums, then there's no point you keep on telling them where they're going wrong. You know, you've got to just leave it at what it is, and we have to move on for the best here, guys. And I do think that you lot that have come in the box have got so much more, especially with my lives as well, that you're more than welcome to come up here, have your say, and be a part of any lives that I run. So I just want to say thank you.
Yeah, well, I'm going to drop you a follow anyway.
You guys.
Thanks for letting me up, host. I'm just going to drop down now. But thanks for listening.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Leafy, can I just, if you want to say your thank you, Twinkle, and thank you, Queen, so much. And if anybody wants to give a follow to these people as well that was in the box, by all means do so. Leafy, do you want to finish off the last bit?
Yeah, thank you. Respectfully for Kelly, you know, this has been a repeat thing that has gone on for quite a while now, as I've taken the time to listen to people that have had experiences with Kelly, and she doesn't take accountability, and it seems like the blame is on everybody else but Kelly, which is a bit difficult, when there's proof right there that she's threatened Glenys, but she's still, trying to deflect and pass the blame on to someone else, which I find is quite, when you've done something wrong, you need to take accountability and be like, look, yeah, I've messed up, that's on me, but
It says you when you doxed and you mocked everything and you go around calling people PLM and you do
respectfully, don't chat to me about that when you mock Child SA.
No, you did mock it. You did fucking mock it.
You mocked Child SA. You were sectarianist. You were racist.
I know I did.
Do you remember when you sung the N-word on live?
I'm mixed race. I can sing songs. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, you're not going to do
Can we put trigger warning in the chat, please? Can you speak one at a time?
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Not to mention you talked about...
Kelly, can you let Leafy have her say and then you can go on to having your say?
You know what, Femi? Yeah. You say on this live that you're Kelly's friend. You're not my friend.
I'm going to let you have your say, but you've just come in again, guns blazing when Leafy was talking.
Speak. You're letting everybody have
she's
high opinion.
She's going to say the last bit, and then she's going to go down, and then I'm just going to have you in the box by yourself.
Because you know what? You've let everyone speak, and every time
respectfully, Kelly, just
told me to shut up.
Get a grip.
So seriously,
right? All right then, Kelly.
It's stupid.
All right then, Kelly. Have your say then. Go on, Kelly. Have your say. Go.
No, goodbye, bruv. Fuck it. Do you get me? Because you don't let me have my say. You're letting everybody fucking have to say. There's had to be 700 people in here, and you've had everybody get in the box, have the fucking big highest opinion.
Right. There's nobody in the box now. Have your say. There's nobody in the box now. Have your say.
Well, hold on. How am I meant to fucking go back with everything that all these people have said? You've let untold people in the box have an opinion. Then you want me to answer their questions. So how the fuck is somebody with ADHD meant to answer all the questions? And when you keep silencing me and saying, oh, let them speak, and someone else speak. Do you get what I'm saying? How the fuck am I meant to answer everything? How? Because there's so many people speak and said things now that I'm going to have to go back on the screen recordings to fucking to say out everything that they said. And answer everything that you fucking said. This has just been a hate live. I'm sorry, fam, man. You say you're my friend. You're not my friend, because at the end of the day, you didn't let me speak. You let all of these speak, bro. Yeah? And you let all of these people held live after live after live after live on me. I haven't even been live. I think I came live 3 times. Yeah, and every time I come live, these people are like, oh, she's back live again. We want her off the app. Another exposure. So hold on. Are you telling me if people was going around the app chatting the most shit on your name, fam, that you wouldn't fucking go on a rampage on it when people is barefaced lying, and that you wouldn't be irated about it? After exposure after exposure after exposure. And what, I go live and I have a rant, 3 times? And I'm getting told, oh, don't speak on the chair. Why not? The chair wasn't fixed. I paid for the sofa. I'm still with a fucking damaged sofa. So why not? Do you get me? Everybody else is able to speak on my name. Yous all haven't shut the fuck up. So because I come back and have my opinion and have my say on it, oh, yous are all doing the live exposures on me again. So fuck off. Don't tell me not to speak on live when yous lot are doing nothing but chatting, yappa. And it's none of yous are business. Yeah? And it did get brought to TikTok by Glenys, because Glenys went to 3 people from TikTok. Okay? Yous are all dickheads, man. Yous are all fucking dickheads. I'm out. Because this was just a barefaced hate live. And you know what, Glenys? You can play the little violin, because you know what? You're not fucking vulnerable. Because let's be real. I've got you on screen recording where you're cussing people out. You've even cussed me out. You've even tried to kick me out of my own house. The fuck? Don't even go there, man. Bruv. I'm out. This is just mad. It's madness. I'm out. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to be taking no accountability for anything that I said, because I was pushed because you kept doing exposure. So fuck you. When my address is getting used against me, yes, I am going to give a reaction. All right. You get me? So all of you can get back into the box now and have you a big high opinion, because I'll go on my life and I'll clear my fucking name. Not on these poxy stupid lives, man, where everybody comes in and hates on one person. On one person taking on, 700 people? The fuck? Yeah, you're not my friend, fam. You don't ever say you're my friend again.
Right, guys, I've heard everything today, and how I see it is, Kelly, you are more than welcome up here in this live whenever, you are ready to, take some accountability. And I think as host, I do have the right to say, who comes here. I can't be petty, and be disrespectful towards anybody. And I am going to keep it clean. When you get yourself together and you can control your emotions, you can gather some, thoughts and come online and have some compassion and actually hold your hands up and say, you're in the wrong here. And, unfortunately, if you go on your life and fire it up, then that's your business. I think, guys, there's some people that do want to come in the live. She does, by all means, go fire up live and protect your name. But like I said, you are welcome over here anytime when you take some accountability. It's about growth in 2025. This is why I do this, guys. I was once like that. I've been that person where I've had no self-control, but it's all about how you control yourself and growth. So, when she's ready to come up and, have a conversation, then she's more than welcome to do so, guys. Right, let's get these other people that wanted to have their opinion on the Evil Eye. So Evil Eye, there's Scrappy Free. There's quite a lot of people, right, guys? I did have to demod because they was road mods. She has requested again. I am going to accept it. I'm expecting just some respect. She would see this as an hate live, but at the end of the day, I am a friend. I've done this for a good thing. To be honest, this was the safest thing to do for her. And if she's seen this as a negative, then that's her opinion. Now, we have another lady in the box.
Can I ask you one question, and then I'm going to stay calm? Can I ask you a question?
Right, yeah. Let's stick. Evil Dree, you just mute for a second.
Yeah, right. You're asking me to take accountability, yeah?
Okay.
Right, for what I said on my live, you're asking me to take accountability. Right. So if I take accountability, is Glenn's going to take accountability for going behind my back and betraying my friendship?
Never take accountability, let's be fair. Come on.
Yeah, listen, I'm not speaking to you, I'm speaking to Peter.
I'm talking to you.
It's nothing got to fucking do with you again, another hater. I've not done nothing to you. You're only
right.
hating.
Do you know when? Let's go back. Let me just go back. Let me go back and enlighten everybody's bulbs, right? Let me just put the bulb on, right? Let's go back, right? If what I was saying when I did my summing up is that you don't have to sit here and say that everything that everybody had an opinion on, that was the truth, and you don't need to hold your hands up to everything. What was said was, listen, some of this you can hold your hands up and take some accountability for. So if I was going to ask you, what would you see to say, all right then, well, do you know what, maybe there I did, that voice note, listening back, you tell me.
My live replay, what I said on my live replay, you keep saying it's a voice note. It's not a voice note, it's not a phone call, it's a live replay on my live stream. Do you get me? And that was a reaction. Yes, I did go OTT with that reaction. Do you get what I'm saying? I shouldn't have said what I said, but I can't take it back, can I? Do you get what I'm saying? And I didn't, and I shouldn't have said it. Do you get me? Because
So let's go back. Let's go back. So you do take accountability. This is what it's about. It's not about being hard and tough and rah and doing all that. It doesn't get us nowhere. He just looks like the bad person. Let's break that down.
I get angry.
Let's break that down and let's see the other side. Well, let's bring this other side and let's hear from not that angry side, not that person that everyone deserves to have a second chance. Everyone fucks up. Right? They do. But these traits, it's just a no-go. So maybe you just need to say, listen, how you was just saying then, and, say it in a way where, people can actually just say, you know what, I rate that, I respect that. People can respect that. They're not going to respect it if you go off this live and then start doing hate lives and saying it all over again. We've already run over it.
When I do, yeah, call it a truce with these lot of people, yeah, it's been done numerous of times, yeah. Every time we call a fucking truce, yeah, they always start again. It's not me that starts. It's always them again. Every time I call a truce. Do you get what I'm saying? Every time I say...
Okay, let's go back then. So everything that we've heard on this live tonight, because it's where we're summing it up to where we're going from here. What do you have to say? What do you have to... Do you have anything to say? Anything at all? Like you were saying, you know, you do regret it. You just said a minute ago, you know, when you're hearing your voice.
Listen, what I said on my live, yeah, I do regret saying that. But at the same time, yeah, I'm not going to be sitting here and have every single person lie on my name, because everybody that's spoken these boxes today all lied. Bareface lied and just tried to make Glenys the victim. Do you get me? No, Glenys played a part and I played a part, yeah? So that's the way it is, yeah? Listen, I was the one that paid £550, yeah? I'm still with damaged sofa, right? So at the end of the day, Glenys chose to go behind my back, yeah? And talk behind my back about me, yeah? And still proceed to carry on being friends with me while she's talking behind my back. So please don't go there, yeah? Because in my eyes, I did fuck all to this woman but be a fucking friend, yeah? When she needed one, yeah? Okay, you just keep fucking running narratives. So at the end of the day, yeah, I do. Yeah, it was 550 because if you calculate it, Brummy Joe, 204 straight after she got it, yeah? Then 50, then 100, and then on the last fucking payment was the 25th of October, 200. So what does that add up to, love?
Amanda said she had a recording of you saying you hadn't paid it.
No, because yous were all saying £800 and all of this shit, and I'm like, well, how does that work out when the
No
sofa's
one ever said £800. BJ posted
Lisa Kelly said 500 earlier.
Listen.
No, don't listen. You listen to me.
Shut the fuck up. Yous all listen to the
You
phone
shut
call.
the
Yous
fuck
all
up.
heard me
You're
saying that.
sectarian
Yous all
bully.
heard
We
me
do
saying
not
that.
shout, guys. We do, guys.
Shut the fuck up.
Guys.
Lisa Kelly is
We
sectarian
do-
and a bully.
Guys.
You're a fucking
Guys.
bully,
You
Kelly.
shut your
Let's go. All
Drama.
talk, no action.
Drama.
Let's
Drama.
go, Kelly.
Drama.
Who you gonna threaten?
Drama.
Who you gonna threaten?
Bitch. Shut
What are you
the
gonna
fuck
do?
up.
Cry your
You
fucking mental
stupid
health,
bitch.
Kelly? Fuck your mental
What are you
health.
going to do? What are you
Fuck
going
your
to do?
mental
Shut
health.
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Yeah?
You shut the fuck up.
Right, you know what? I can't have that as a host. Sorry, I
bully
can't.
cunt. You're a sectarian bully cunt. You're a
I
sectarian
can't
bully
have that
cunt.
as. You know what? If people, sorry, just wait a second. If people want to come in my box and, you know, say something, I don't mind you coming up here, but, you know, at least say it. You know, have some boundaries. You know, you need to be able to speak to people in a way that it leaves them, you know, speechless, guys. Please take notes. Seriously, as much as we would love, you know, the drama and them to be arguing over one another, it really hurts my ears. Now, Enhanced, can we get you on the big screen and can you give us your side, please? And nobody else is going to enter the box because guess what? Right now, you can't control yourself. You know, right, can you have your side now and I'm going to mute?
Yeah, so I have obviously been speaking with Glenys and I've been supporting Glenys as much as, you know, everyone else is supporting her. And it is really sad. I have also spoken to her over the phone and she is absolutely petrified. I know Kelly comes up and said, you know, Glenys has had as much input as I have. There's a difference. And as much as Kelly tries putting out, sorry, I've got a sore throat, so that's why I sound like this. And as much as Kelly keeps trying to push out that Glenys is not vulnerable, Glenys is vulnerable. Glenys come on the app and said she wasn't vulnerable because she didn't want people on TikTok to know that she was vulnerable. Obviously, Kelly was fully aware of this. And she has taken advantage of Glenys. I also, you know, spoke to Glenys in regards to sort of questions or, you know, things that she could put forward when she has contact with the police also, which, you know, she's obviously done that. But the way Kelly goes on, and I've never had a run-in with Kelly. Obviously, my friend has had a run-in and I've seen it from the outside. And I think the majority of the apps had a run-in with Kelly, if I'm honest, which speaks volumes again also. All she does is sit on her live. This is why she finds it so hard to come into boxes, because she feels that she's only safe on her live, so then she has full control. Kelly feels that she is more, superior to others as well. So she likes to obviously have control over every live, which, she doesn't go anywhere else. Sorry, I'm losing track. I can hear my son out in the hallway. She also doesn't like it when things don't go her way, which is pure, is narcissistic behavior. Kelly has a lot of those traits. The one thing that stood out for me is obviously Kelly's threats. And like Tracy had said previously, it's not even about the sofa now. Obviously, Kelly's gutted about her sofa, but unfortunately, due to the lengths it's gone to, Kelly ain't going to get her sofa sorted at this rate because it's gone too far. So she just needs to keep her right hand sofa and just be done with it. In regards to obviously the threats that she's made, Kelly is on license. I'm not obviously going to go into detail with regards to that, but she would still be on license. So she needs to be very careful about her threats and what she's actually putting out there on an app, because there are recordings. Obviously, Glenys has all of those recordings. We also have the recordings. I mean, there's only so much that's been played today, but there's still so much more, even involving Manda, Chloe, the other Chloe, loads of people. I mainly want to come up here. I'm just going to stop rambling now. I mainly want to come up here and just put this out there because it hasn't been spoken about yet. Kelly likes to play on her mental health. We all have mental health. I've got mental health. I'm sure 99% of the population have got mental health. Kelly does like to play on that and bring that, it's affecting my mental health. So if I go and do this, it'll be on you. No, your mental health, Kelly.
Sorry, can I just stop you there? Can we just confirm, is she live? And if so, can we just get Cam 2 in here, please?
Sorry, should I carry on? I'll be as quick as I can.
No, sorry, because if she is live, I would like to see her behaviour just after this live. So if anybody wants to come up, please, and Cam 2 that, and I'm going to get everybody else in to she's live. Can you carry on with what you were saying, and then I'm going to get Cam too?
Yeah, I'll be as quick as I can. So I was just basically saying that most people have got mental health, whether it be severe, mild, whatever. We are all in charge of our own mental health. And when or if you do see Kelly live and she sat there going on, accusing people, don't let that... I'm just on here a minute, 2 seconds in the box. She just got a habit basically of blaming it on everyone else. You are in charge of your own mental health. Everybody is in charge of their own mental health. So, sorry.
It's all right. You take your time. If you need to get off and then come back up.
My husband dropped a bowl of dog food.
Oh, bloody hell.
As he come into the room, so I do apologise. I'm just going upstairs. So don't use that one, Kelly, like you usually do, blaming it on people, saying, they made me do this, they made me do that. Also, I want to highlight on the fact that she's made several threats, but she's also made it apparent that near Christmas time, she was due to be sectioned by the mental health. And obviously she begged and begged and begged not to be sectioned. So they... which I don't believe, agreed with her and allowed her to stay within the community. You only get sectioned or will be sectioned if you are a risk to yourself or to your community, right? So if she's a risk to herself or her community, they will then choose to section her. They then don't change their mind. And I know this for a fact because I work in the healthcare sector. They then don't change their mind on the basis of someone begging them not to section them. If they feel that that is something that they need to put in place, they will do it. So in regards to that also, that is quite worrying. The threats that she's putting out, if the mental health team did want to section her and they've now miraculously decided not to, that's even more worrying. And that puts Glenys at even more risk because she's clearly not mentally in a mental stability to whatever, but the threats also is very worrying that she's putting out. I find Yeah, and that was basically it. Sorry if I went around the houses, guys.
No, listen, you're speaking nothing but facts, and I'm happy that you highlighted all that because mental health is real. And most of, like, as the host, you know, that's why I get you lot in the box, because you lot can have opinions on what maybe other people are thinking. Now, I'm going to get Leafy to have her say, but if we can get Callum in here as well, we'll do that.
Drop down. Thanks for having me. But yeah, mental health matters. You are in charge of your own mental health. And if you are in crisis, reach out. Love you lots. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for that, Evil Eye. Leafy.
Yeah. Obviously, would you be able to make sure that Kelly doesn't get in the box? So just so I can finish what I have to say. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what I was going to say. Sorry. As I say, you know, it's been a repeated thing that's gone on for. I'm sure a lot of people have come across Kelly and had, you know, bad experiences in regards to Kelly. As I say, you know, if this is all about the sofa, which is what I'm getting an understanding of, sue Glenys. You know, if you feel that you have grounds, obviously you want the money back and you want this sofa sorted, if it is really that much of a problem, take Glenys to court. Because I'm sure if you are in the right in this situation, they will be more than happy to help you out. Now, another thing is, you really need to stop saying that everyone is a hater, right? I don't have the energy to hate you because, you know, frankly, you are irrelevant. The only reason I'm saying all this is because, well, I'm honest. I've got to say it, you know, it's on my mind. You need to stop saying that everyone's a hater because that's not the case. You know, we're not hating on you. We are telling you the truth. And unfortunately, it seems like you are the sort of person that can't handle the truth, because every time someone tries to talk and every time someone tries to say something, you have to butt in and you have to take control, which I find is really unfair, especially for hot button topics. It's not fair on her that she has to listen to what you want and it has to go your way, Kelly. You know, this is Hot Buttons Live. If she wants someone to talk about you in regards to the awareness, they are more than in their rights to talk about it. If you are butthurt by the truth, if you are butthurt by people telling you what you don't want to hear, then go away. Okay, I'm going to say it as it is. If you can't hack it, then go away. And if you're vulnerable, get off of TikTok, because this is not the app for you. If you are vulnerable, please put yourself first. Stop putting an app before your mental health, because it's either that or, you know, there's clearly no mental health to be about it. So if this is affecting you and you are vulnerable and you can't handle what people are saying to you, because it is the truth. You know, no one's hating on you. We're just telling you what you need to hear. But if you don't like it, just come off TikTok, take a break, because it's clearly not doing any good for your mental health. But thank you again, Hot Button, for letting me up. And thank you for letting me talk. If she wants to come up now and rant and rave, you know, feel free. But I'm going to drop down now. But thank you again for letting me up. I really appreciate it.
No, Leafy, you know what? As much as I could say, you know, you couldn't have said it in a better way. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for spreading the awareness as well and being a part of it, because, you know, you might, even during this live, you don't know if that woman might have been watching. Yeah. And she might feel so much more better now with floods of messages through her inbox and people supporting her and making her aware that, you know, this has been the topic today and people have been discussing it, and we have had, you know, everybody's opinions, and it comes in that, you know, they are supporting this woman, and it's basically saying justice for her. So just let her know that, please, and just know that, we've heard the story, and we completely are behind her 110%, and just send her lots of hugs and kisses from this side. Thank you so much, Leafy, for
No worries, you're very
having
welcome.
your say. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Right. Thank you. If anybody wants to come up and do Cam 2, I would like to see her side of behaviour, if she is going to go on the rampage. And to be honest, if she is, we'll watch her for 5 minutes and then we'll get on to the Mad Hatter and the M's live. So if somebody can come up, please, to do Cam 2, I would be more than happy. Well, she is in the box. She is more than welcome to come in. We're not going to keep going over this. It's not a thing to keep going over. As much as I'd love to be here all day on the same topic, I have to, change it. Everybody said, before I invite you to the box, Kelly, everybody said that they're getting on with their own lives. They're doing their own thing. And respectfully, they've heard their side. I think from now on, this just needs to be left, unless you're coming up to say, you're taking a little bit of accountability, you are sorry for doing that, you are going to try and be a better person, then yeah, but if not, then there's no point us continuing. There is Mad Hatter and M's to cover. We've got M's that has said 5 guys have essayed her and then been on the screen with guys. We've got Mad Hatter that has been kicked out of the house. Do you know, guys, I'm going to ask the chat, do you want me to continue with the Kelly situation, or do you think we're done? Is it done? Are we done with the situation now? Are we going on to Cam 2? I think we're just done with that, like, seriously, because I gave her the chance, I think from then, there's no else that can be said, unless she wants to come in and just say, it's done, yeah, it completely, like, Kelly, it's done. Seriously, I think, you coming in here now, it's only just going to rev up everybody, and, I think we just leave it at that. The court summoned it up, and that is how the jury has spoken, so we'll have to leave it at that, seriously. It's over now. They're leaving it. They're not going to go into any of this. They're not going to be putting any pages up. They're not doing any exposure pages. People have spoken, and when people have spoken, that's it. It's end of discussion. Now, guys, if anybody could be kind enough to be my Cam 2, what comes with my Cam 2 is you do get to be mod. I know I've had a few more rogue mods, but everybody has been demodded except for Scott, because Scott is my trusted mod. And that's not saying that you can't trust it until I find out and go back into the live and see who was doing all the road mod stuff. Right, does anybody want to do Cam 2 on the live? These, they are still requesting. Simon, I don't know who that is. We'll get him up to have... I don't know why he might be wanting to Cam 2. If you could kindly Cam 2, I would be grateful, please. Simon, are you up here to Cam 2, or was it about the topic that was just happening? Because if it is, then I'm going to have to get... Hi, Simon.
I did just want... I'm not used to being in boxes. I don't really like being in boxes. I'm going to try and do this diplomatically. It is to do with Kelly still, but my point is that there's 2 companies involved in this. There's the loan company, and then there's the sofa company. The argument, I feel, isn't with Glenys over the sofa, it's with the company and getting it sorted out with the company. And obviously Glenys has tried, but she struggles. And I don't think Kelly should be going at her. It's to be sorted out with the company. It's the company at fault, not Glenys. Glenys didn't send the wrong sofa. The company did.
No, what you are saying is correct. You know, there's some logic here now, Simon. You know, that's not saying there were people that came in, but let's really get down to the facts if we're really going to go into it. But we'll do this, you know, we'll listen to your last bit of this, but you are right. There's a bit of logic in it. You know, this is what he said. None of this needed to happen. You know, things from behind the scene, yeah, they have to come up to spread the awareness that, you know, she is a vulnerable lady. But to be honest, all the extra stuff on Kelly's side didn't need to be done. It could have been resolved just the way you've just said, Simon. It's pretty much that small. It really didn't need to escalate to what it's got to. Do you wanna have anything else to say on this? You do sound like, you know, a sweet, you know, guy. So you go ahead. If you want to say anything else, by all means. But thank you for saying that, Simon. Really appreciate it.
No, because my personal feelings don't come into it. I just wanted to give the facts that I felt had been missed, that it's to do with the company, and the company are responsible for this problem. And I don't feel Glenys is. And that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you so much, Simon, for coming up here and waiting patiently and literally having a say on this awareness. I just want to say thank you for saying that, because that's what many people were thinking as well. You're right, it is with the company. And Kelly, if you are listening, she's in the box, you know, and if she's probably listening, it is with the company. He is totally right. Thank you so much for that. I followed you as well. Thank you so much for coming on. Yeah. Do you want anything else to say?
No, I'll jump down now if that's okay.
Do you want me to do it for you? Do you want me to take you out of the box?
I think I can do it.
All right then, sweetheart. Thank you so much. And everybody, if you could give Simon a follow, please, then do that, please. Because when we do these awareness lives, like, I could sit and do an awareness live, but I don't know everything. There's nothing else, I think, you know, I think Simon's just come in and said the last bit. Obviously, you know, I don't think we do need Kelly to, you know, say anything else, because at the end of the day, I did give a chance after chance after chance to, you know, to have her side. There's other people that's been dragged into this. I feel like when she's ready to, you know, see how we see it, then until then, you know, I can't help everybody. Right. Everybody's bit. Simon, the company wanted the sofa repackaged. It's wrapping. Sorry, guys. I did see a comment that said basically there was unfollowing me because I don't read the comments, guys. I do read the comments, but I am polite. And when people are obviously in the box and having their side, I can't, as host, interrupt. You know what that goes like. It's not a good look. So just respectfully, I'm seeing all of yous. I see all of yous. I'm not disrespecting nobody, and I really do see your comments. I am going to start making more of an effort when I am actually listening in from the background to message you in the comment sections, but I see every single one. And remember, guys, I cannot react the same way as you lot can react. I have in the past, and that's not me now. So yeah, I do want to get, is the Cal Payne and Jodie Payne on tonight? And guys, there is something major coming out in the next couple of days. And when I say the next couple of days, I mean when she fully has given birth to the twins and, you know, is settled and not in any distress. There is going to be something that is going to be outed. But to be honest, when I think that the people that do know exactly what I'm talking about, I think when you do it, you need to be very careful with the way you present it to the people. And I think just taking notes, because, and respectfully, these people that are putting this out, you have to remember as well, they could have come on here and done this ages ago, but they haven't, because you have to remember there's sometimes backlash come with outing things when it's not supposed to be outed. So sometimes people do, you know, have self-aware, and that's why we do these lives. So yeah, I would like to get somebody up. If anybody would like to do Cam 2, we would like to look at are the Pains on yet? Ali, is the ministry on? Carl Payne, we're going to be doing that. The Pains Patch Ministry. You know, I will give you a recap into the Pain Patch Ministry, but the things that are going to be coming out soon. They're not what you usually, it's not bloody hell. So let me just get up the notes for the Pains. Right, guys, does anybody have Cam 2 available, please? Yes, I do. I have found out. If somebody wanted to know, did I find out what is getting published? Yes, I did, because I observe. It's not in that diary, guys, sorry, because I don't want to give speculation. I want you to have the facts about this case. Deirdre is okay, love. I couldn't help myself. Deirdre is okay. Sorry, who's the Deirdre situation? And the guy that came in my life earlier on, he will be getting credit as well, because, like I said, guys, when this does come out, you have to take into consideration that, right, we have got up the sure I did the part 1 on the yes, right, it was because right, yes, right, I've got it up, guys. Right, so guys, how I am gonna present this is basically, when I present it, it's basically just when I've asked, people in the comments, and we've gone through it already. So how I'm going to break it down is, like I always go into it, the people's mental health. And people have suggested that she is bullied by Carl, that he does come across of having narcissist traits, that he does frequently shut her down. She's not an accomplice to what is going on in the Pains Patch Ministry. She's been manipulated for years. Even when the children and the twins were going to be getting named, it was noted that Moses and River was the name what he wanted to name the children, and she didn't have a say. People have also stated that she's feeling like she needs him, that it's codependent. When she's talking to him, people have also said that he looks bored and she is being brainwashed. People also said that it's a play between them and that they're doing it to stay together. It also goes on to saying that basically when she went into the refuge centre, saying basically that she was going to leave him, and then she is now back at home. We have to take into consideration that Josie Payne did start having relationships with this man at 15 years old. And when I did this, I asked the chat how old he would have been at the time when she was 15 years old. And they said he was in his 20s. So it could have been 20 to 23. Also, there was a guy in here that said he gave them £800 towards their accommodation. And that there's been countless victims. They also said that the Preacher Payne is not, there's no more Pains Patch Ministries. And talking about Tammy and Disby, and loads of shopping sprees, and that they're not friends anymore. John Dane comes into this as well. So what I really go for, guys, is when I really do these things, is when I do the notes, I go into people's vulnerability and people's mental health. And as you can see, guys, I never actually, bring anything to the table that's a speculation. What I do is I bring the facts. So everything that has been said in them notes is only what has been on screen record, and people's opinions of when they've watched in and what they thought about this family. Now, I have to do it like this because people would say that, that he's not real and this God situation is all a front. And at the same time, we have to give them credit because, they have come off of hard drugs and got themselves into an accommodation. When I've looked into them, I am suggesting that they do look after the baby. The baby is well kept for. People do need to take that into consideration. Now, when I did touch up on part one of these guys, it did come into play that somebody said for me to do an awareness live because the baby dropped from the sofa. Now, guys, listen, I'm not saying that baby, when the baby dropped on the sofa, that I'm condoning that. What I'm saying is when we're doing awareness lives, if there would have been 3 times now that the baby would have been screen recorded dropping off the sofa, or 2 times, that's when it becomes an awareness live, okay? That's when we should be having major concerns. But when a child drops like once, every child has an accident. I'm sure you know that as a parent, children do have accidents. When you should be concerned is when it's happening frequently. So when it comes to that situation, guys, I think we have to just take notes that, every child, has an accident. It's just, do you make sure that doesn't happen again? Right, that's to take into consideration as well. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys, I'll have to shut down the live when it comes to this topic, guys. I've just had confirmation that his son has sadly passed away. I'm sending out my condolences to the family. I am going to stop the live, guys. So we are so sorry. We didn't know, guys, that that has happened. And can I just elaborate on that as well, guys? When we did go into Carl's live the other day, he did tell us that his son was having life-saving surgery whilst watching the football and laughing. And then obviously I'm not to know, do you know what I mean, as the host, that has sadly happened to his family. So yeah, guys, we are gonna change topic. And sorry, guys, when I'm going into it, I'm in my book's over and I'm reading all my notes. I am so sorry, and as host, I am sending my condolences. And I think with this situation, we are going to leave this topic, for the right time, which, I don't know when is going to be the right time, to be honest now. I think, to be honest, after this situation, I'm going to leave it probably to anybody else that wants to do the awareness on it. But if you do, if you want any notes with what I've got in the background or like information, by all means, I can send that through DM in the future. Yeah, right, let's go on to Marcus and Ems. Now, we are going to go on to, I'm sending my condolences out again. I'm sorry if that triggered anybody in the live. And by all means, guys, you don't have to believe me, but I really didn't see the comments. If you do feel triggered, by all means, respectful, I understand. If you have unfollowed me and, unfortunately, that was just a bad time. Right, we will go into the Marcus and Ems situation. I'm just gonna take a second just to go get a drink, and I'm just gonna get a drink. Just 1 second, please, guys. I just need a drink. Let's just take a moment, guys. A minute silence, please, if we can, in the chat, and some hearts in the chat, please, for the pain, the pains' son. I'll be back in a minute. Right, guys, welcome back and thank you respectfully, everybody in the chat. We are going to move on to the topic. And I am going to start off by saying, you know, well, this is an awareness live, guys, and we do this to spread the awareness. So I'm going to start off by saying, guys, that we do have to take into consideration that Ems is a grown woman. We also have to take into consideration that if she is drinking in her house, then, you know, she can by all means do that. That is her business. Now, when it becomes our business and it does become a awareness live, is when I go over my notes, bring it all to the table, and I'm going to try and get people to share the live as well to John Shields. Now, I'm going to put it to you like this. There's been accusations from Marcus, and there's been accusations of Ems, and she's accused the following of SA, which has been Marcus and Ems. There was the friend off Facebook. There's been Rob recently, the Uber driver, delivery man, and I'm sure in the chat there'll be more to added to that list. People go on to saying that the RSPCA should be contacted with the condition of the dog. People do go on to say also that she has bullied Sean in the past, and now when you look at Sean, he's basically thriving in life. People have also stated that she's doing this for the attention, views, clout, manipulation, and she's got no moral compassion. People say that she blocks the truth out, and the people on one account, there's been one guy that's thriving now that's been in her house, there's been one guy that's been hospitalized, and there's been one guy that has died. And there's been another guy that has been picked up by TikTokers for safety reasons. She told DG it was for views and for clout. And the shock factor about all of this is that she's telling people that she's been SA'd by these men that she's bringing into her house and inviting them back into the same bed. You know, there's £500,000 at stake here, guys, because this guy, you know, Rob, or is it Michael Robert Fisher, or is it Rob Fisher Michael? And that basically, is she trying to force him to sign over the £250,000? I did get a family member up that said, you know, Michael does have a pension of £250,000, and that this is all the truth, that he is a family orientated man, that he does everything for his mother. Since being acquainted with Ems, he hasn't been seen at the property or even helping his beloved mother. And when we do have to go into Robert's background, and why we go into Robert's background, because we do have to take people's vulnerability into consideration, and we have to look at his background before he was, you know, going with Ems. What was his relationship like in his household with his family members, with his friends? And we've got all that stuff. Somebody is in the box, which I am going to get in, and then we'll go through some more stuff to do with.
Hey, hot button. Sorry, I forgot I requested actually. Sorry to take you off topic for 2 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
You weren't to know, love. You weren't to know what had happened. So don't let that bother you. So. But yeah, it's pretty sad what happened to Son.
Thank you so much. Thank you, because I even was like, what's going on? I just thought, wow, and then just that. So, sorry, can I confirm, did that get put out by them yesterday?
I'm not sure. Honestly, I haven't got Scooby-Doo, but all I'm seeing, I've just seen it over TikTok, but I've not heard anybody from the family say it. But I guess it's got to be true. Nobody, they're not going to say that if it's not true, are they?
Thank you so much for that. Thank you, guys.
I just wanted to say, don't feel bad or anything, hot button, because, you know, it could happen to the bishop, as they say. But And also, sorry for getting a bit irate when I was in the box with Kelly. I just got a wee bit passionate about that and kind of apologise for that.
No, listen, at the end of the day, yeah, the reason why I don't tell people not to be like that is because I don't want, I know, look how you are now. That's you. Yeah. That's not you. So I don't want people to see that side of the people that come into the box, because guess what? That's not you. And to be honest, I don't like to see that side of people. So thank you so much as well for saying that as well. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
I have to say, you're a fabulous host, very fair, very impartial. It's enjoyable being in here, actually. In fact, I've been here since about 1:30. I have a headache now.
So much.
Oh, well, listen, I'll be in the comments, but I'll catch you in a little bit, okay, mate?
Yeah, thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. You too as well. You too. Back at you. Thank you. Right, guys, we are going to go back into the discussion. I'm going to start reading the comments now, right? I'm going to read the comments now. If we can get Cam 2 up in here, it would be good, because we can actually watch one of the two live. Most importantly, I would like to watch in on Court Assassin more than actually Mad Hatter, because I want to just get a background. I think we need to do a real deep dive. You know, instead of watching clips of what they've actually said, we need to see that person. I need to get a Cam 2 set up for this week. I'll try and sort it out this week so I can. I might just have to get a phone that just stands there, that you can just stand, you know, by one of them stand things, and then leave the phone there and let it just play like that when I'm doing Cam 2. Right. Does anybody have any opinions in the chat? Sorry, I haven't looked at any comments. If you would like to have any opinions of what, if anything, that I've missed, and you would like to add on to it, yeah, a tripod, yes. I need a tripod. So once I've got one of them this week, to either tomorrow, definitely we'll do Cam 2 properly. But does anybody have any opinions on this subject? Did I look at the clips of Ems and Rob last night? Their eyes were a giveaway, the sniff. Now, that did come into it about that, but there's actually not been, has there been any evidence? I'm not being funny, guys, as well. We have to take into consideration the amount of people that have been in that live. Has anybody actually got any proof of anybody saying that when they went to that house, that's what was going down? I just think she's a very dangerous individual. Has anybody got any proof, though, of, you know, her actually being on camera doing it, or somebody like, you know, how many people have been through that house? How many people have actually sat in her kitchen? This is why we do these awareness lives, guys, because people can say, oh, she's on it. And then, like, where is the evidence? She is, what if that was the other way around? Whose house? So has anybody actually got any evidence of seeing Ems, you know, be on the snowflake? Or has anybody ever come out and said that that's what's been going on in her property when they have done, you know, the kitchen vibes? Has anybody said any? Has anybody like got any evidence on that, or is that just he say she said because she comes on? Like, have you seen her like this? Have you seen any on her nose? Like, has anybody had to wipe anything away from her? There's a lot of videos of hearing her in the rack up lines, and even some of it. Yeah, but after she's done that, can you hear it? You know, is she either wrapping it out the nose? Like, some of these creators get caught with it on the nose. I've seen other creators wiping it off their nose. She was talking with Sobriety Jack, was there? Ems has said it herself. So is there any videos though that you can say, right, go onto this page and that is where the evidence is. So when we do part 3, you know, you can show the suggestion of, you know, her. I suggest, well, this is her doing that at that point. Yeah, please, Oatly, right, I've just followed you back. If you can find an account and you can get me, no, don't tag it in me, just share it to me, I'm going to follow you. No tagging, guys, do you know, like, I'm not interested about being tagged out in other people's posts, but you can privately message me, or I've just followed you, and you are more than, and any private messages, you know, if you want me to keep it. I did get a message last night about an awareness live that I am going to cover. I just want to put a picture on the screen, and we will go into the Cunningham situation, and I will give you my side of why I think it's a Gypsy Road situation. Does anybody have any background history of that Reggie Crow? Does anybody know this background history of this one? Does anybody know who that is? Do we know who Reggie Crew situation is? Is this to be an awareness? Are we supposed to be spreading awareness on this, or do we not have a clue what is going on with this one? Is it a no? No? I had somebody message me the other day. So guys, all right then. Okay then. What I want to do then is the message that I got the other day was a message. So what I want you to do is I want you to take this post and see for yourself. And then if you do come back and you do say, you know, wow, I've been watching and wow, bloody hell, there is something to do, because I don't just want to get one person's side of events. You know, they could be trolling that person. You know, they could be hating on that page. They could be getting me to do it. You know, to spread the and they could be, you know, enemies. We don't do that around here. So just if anybody could take a close eye out on this account, please, and you know, if you could just observe for a little bit, yeah. If you could do that, please, just let me know, just in case, because some people do ask me to do lives and it's like, wow, you know, you can't be doing that to somebody because it's not fair. You have to be careful out there as well, guys. This statement did come out, right? Let's take a moment as well to remember all the women that, you know, died at the hands of domestic violence in the UK and in Ireland. I just wanted to, you know, take a minute out as well for that, because I do think like that sometimes, even though, yeah, it's definitely an awareness life to do, but it's just showing that face and, you know, the courage that this woman had, you know, to share her story. And obviously all the victims and the ones that actually, you know, are not here today, she's a voice for so many people. So I just wanted to put that out there as well, because I do think sometimes we do need to have pages like that where you're like, wow. Yeah, so well done to her for coming out and actually speaking up. And the way she spoke as well was so well spoken, and she did so well for everybody. So I just want to say that as well, because I don't know if you've come across that situation. I have spoke to Nikki myself, and I do want to give you an update, guys, on the Nikki situation. Now, I have inboxed Nikki myself, with which I know she was overwhelmed with all your lots of messages, you know, you lot going in there, supporting her, and actually seeing a different side to this, because this side could have really been turned. That's why when people do awareness lives, you know, and I were calling for, you know, this woman for her followers to be removed, because at the end of the day, guys, everybody struggles. You know, sometimes, you know, these only beans and sauce on the plate. Sometimes we are going without gas and electric. Sometimes, you know, it might be tomorrow when you get paid, and you know your kids have not got. You might have been free with her. We had to take into consideration that, you know, this woman lost her baby daddy. Her kids, you know, have to go on with the rest of their life with the mum. Why I brought this onto my page to make it into awareness is, you know, to show mums that it's okay not to be okay. It's okay for somebody toxic to come in and shed you in a different light to make themselves feel better, because guess what? People will see through that, and people with hearts and people with compassions, you know, they will rise above all the hate and they'll see right through it. Now, when I have spoken to Nikki, you know, and we've had private messages, she has given me her side and basically said, you know, she just basically opened her door and she just wanted the best. And at the end of the day, this has happened. But now I've had the update from Nikki and we've spoke to each other. I just want to say as well, her going forward with all this and the way she's conducted herself after, you know, everything that's been put out on the internet, you know, knowing that it's her daughter's birthday a couple of days later and she had to get all that together, you know, coming on looking so much better, you know, eating online, doing all that stuff, you know, not letting any of this affect her. And that's because of you guys. I just want to say thank you to everybody that was a part of that and is constantly sending nothing but love and light, you know, into her chat and have sent her positive messages, because if it weren't for you guys doing that, this mum might have not found the strength. And when I'm telling you, the strength, sometimes you need to be picked up off the floor, right? And you need to be brought back up. You lot, the power of the people, did that. So I want to say a massive thank you, because you actually saved her life. You might not see it, but I promise you, it's not what she hasn't said anything like that to me, but just with seeing background and how, you know, knowing her, you know, the background story and what she shared with us, it shows you that sometimes enough's enough, you know, or people can only take so much. And when your kids get brought into it, I'm not being funny, like a person can only take so much. So I think from you lot uplifting her and showing her all the support in her inbox and showing her the compassion and saying, hey, listen, you're not on your own. I can't support you with any money and I can't send you out, but this is my story and you're not alone. Thank you so much to everybody that did that. And let's just see, guys, that if any of these hate lives keep continuing to go on, don't go on Nikki's page and say, you know, that this British is, you know, putting all this hate out. Just don't even mention that. She doesn't need it. Focus on, you know, what she's doing, what's next in her life, and what you would like to see from her as a creator. So yeah, guys, that's the Nikki situation, guys. And I think if anybody else, you know, everybody can speak in the comment section. Yeah, everybody was heartbroken, guys, with this situation. As a mum, you know, my daughter's nearly 13. I was heartbroken. Like anyone's going to be heartbroken at that. You know, somebody's opened their door and they're already at the lowest. You don't break somebody down when they're already at the lowest, and you have the intentions to do that. Then that just shows you what person that is. Now I can't have an opinion as what I would used to have had an opinion, but all I can say is, you know, spread love, spread light to Nikki's side, and wish her nothing but the best. And if you're going to support her, don't bring up anything about what's happened. Let the other woman, you know, do that and bring her side, and the truth will always be in front of the hate. And that's all we've got to say about this guy's live. Love, yeah, my heart goes out to them because I have 3 boys and they DMD. Honestly, I don't know, love, sorry. I thought so. DG bought them that special bath set. Yeah, also, right, I haven't got a DG picture up, but can we also give a big, massive shout out to DJ Decor? I do not watch him. I know I can see some of the things that he's done, but like I don't know what the ladies, like, do you know, like what the disability was or how they met or any of the background story or any of that come about. So if you do want to put in the comment section or you want to come on up and explain, by all means do that. But I have seen clips of it, and with what I've seen, I have seen clips of it, and people are saying in the comments he's the best man on the app. Dunshili Munshila. Sorry, let me say that again. I have got dyslexia. It's real. Right, 1 second. Dunshili Mushkala. That's roughy, love. Is it supposed to be like unshilly so? Oh my god, just stop. I understand. I think I understand. The host shouldn't laugh. Sorry, I have to mute myself. The host shouldn't be laughing. Okay? Right, yeah. I don't even understand. Like, I don't know if that was like an older thing, but yeah. I was like, yeah. We'll just move on it. It's a muscle waist. Oh, sorry. Oh my god. Sorry. I thought they were saying like Unsteady Johnson Dorsey. It's like, sorry. It's a muscle waist. Oh my God, sorry. I thought that they were saying. Oh my God. Right, so can we pin that again, please? It's a muscle wasting disease. So this lady, how did it come into contact with, how did this all get arranged with DJ Decor doing all this, getting the lady? They were live together. It's a muscle wasting disease. Sorry, I didn't know. Sorry, I don't know why that person. It's the way they said it. I thought they were saying like that word, like putting three, but like having like a sense of humour. I didn't realise that they were saying that. They were live together. So they were live together, and then what happened? Was she like bathing the child, and then, or did she just like come out of a story, or did he like ask her, the boys have it, love? Sorry, my boys have it, love. Oh, okay. She explained how she was finding it so difficult to bath her son. Reggie's mum was telling DJ that she was struggling to bath Reggie. Oh, right. Reggie's mum was telling DJ that she was struggling to bath Reggie. So you basically mean she had to sit on the floor and basically put her hands down and then basically bring him back out the bath. And then so with watching that is helping, him come up on the bath, come out of the bath. So it's not like and DJ went and bought her the specialist bath seat and delivered it to her in person. Wow. Yeah, she said she struggles lifting him. Reggie's getting older and she couldn't lift him in and out. Yes, and he told her he'd buy Reggie the bath chair. Right, guys, can we just have blue hearts in the chat as well for DJ Decor and Reggie in the chat, please? And pink hearts for Reggie's mum and blue hearts for Reggie's dad. What an incredible guy that is. Like, to take his time out to do something so incredible and not just buy it and actually go to them and actually meet the child as well is something that you'd see on Ant and Dec. These are the kind of people that you should be voting for when it comes to the voting. Do you know when you can put a vote in of what somebody's done from the year? I think if so many of you this year put in a vote in for, like, I think is it ITV News or Ant and Dec that cover it? Is it like Ant and Dec that cover that every year, where like you send off where they say like somebody's done something good in the community and like they get, like, is it Pride Award or Pride Britain? Is it like the Pride of Britain Award? Also mental health guy. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about in a minute. Yeah, Pride of Britain, guys. I think what you should be saying is this guy needs to be on Pride of Britain. The stories, the countless people that he's saved and helped. And guys, I do want to touch upon, imagine, people do say as well that this guy, it's not him that's doing it, but you have to take into consideration, even if this guy is getting gifted, you have to remember these donations are actually getting spent on the right causes, countless. You have to remember, not just him doing these, helping these parents and these people with mental health, but also, putting on funny acts and getting that mask. That mask must have cost a couple of £100, outfits and all that time putting into your entertainment and to entertain others is a lot of money, the equipment and everything that comes behind it. So you have to remember, guys, when you're saying that, it's the people that gifting are paying for all this, you have to take into consideration every gift money that probably went on that live that day. You can clearly see it went to people that needed it. It went to people that it was donated to. You've clearly seen on every one of his lives. I think people even had an opinion on him when he had Christmas dinner alone. It got to the point where the man couldn't even have, sorry, the host shouldn't say this, but his shit without being shat on. Yes, and like, we'll go on to the mental self side of things. Is how did it come about that he met the man with the mental health side of things? Was that the same again? Another person got in his box and did he ask? His boys also like that due to medical rejects from the NHS. The bath set was £500. DJ Decor always gives back. Sorry guys, we should have changed topic. So he gave the 500 and then went back to the property. Why is there pickup of them? Sorry, if you've just come in and you've just seen Nikki's picture up, that was just basically to give, an update on Nikki and basically, just shed some positivity and thank the chat for, sticking by her and actually being good people. It was nothing, anything that you need to know. There was no new. It was just giving an update on Nikki. DJ always gives back. There may be other stuff that may be needed to be entitled to that will make life easier. We're discussing DJ Decor. Yeah, we're discussing DJ Decor. Don't worry, guys. This is, when we discussed Nikki, it was just basically saying, she's doing well. I've spoke to her in DM. She said she's had her side. We're not there for that. What we're here for is just to say, I'm happy with what's gone on with her, seeing the way she's been and conducted herself, being online with, everything that's gone on in the background. And thank you to all the people that have, messaged her and, standing by her at this difficult time. Well, it's not anymore because, it's over and done with on her side. But at that difficult time, you lot, the heroes, that standing in there when you knew right is right and wrong is wrong. Thank you so much for that, guys. And yeah, she's looking fantastic. And that is what we do on here, guys. We do separate the bad from the good because the good is better than the bad. So back onto DJ Decor. We know he's, done countless lives. When he's done these countless lives, there's been thousands of entertainment and a lot of money that's gone into the back of that entertainment. So when people are suggesting that, his gifts, it's not him that's doing it, it's the people. When you're seeing somebody come online and they are putting money into things and, they are having other people online. Now, I do want to go into the guy at the back with the mental health side of things. How did he come into play? Was that yet again, was he online with DJ Decor and then he just started telling his story? I'll mention Tara Hatfield after a minute. Let's just cover this DJ and give him his flowers. And then he said it was his people, not him. What do you mean he said it was his people, not him? Like, did the guy come online and was, like, what were they doing? Were they battling? Did he come in the box? Yeah, he was live and the lad was crying, so DJ asked what was wrong. And then it just went from there. So DJ asked what was wrong, and then he said he went on his live. That lad joined DJ's box, that lad that paid for the things, yeah. Also, he went in DJ's box, started crying, and then DJ was like, what's wrong, lad? And then so what was actually happening in that guy's life? What did he actually say? Was he saying like he's going through a hard time, it's been difficult right now, is anything happening in his background, or was he just having a bad time? And if so, what did DJ Decor do to help that guy? If you can let me know, please. He said he didn't want to be here anymore. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. He was so very low in himself, like he couldn't carry on. Wow. So then what happened after that? DJ Decor said what? Give him some encouragement. I know that feeling. I've just followed you, Jill. hope to God. I hope you're all right, Jill. And if you ever want to private DM me, or you ever want to talk, my DMs are always open, sweetheart. So he met this other guy. The other guy came in the box and he basically said, listen, my life's crap and I'm not feeling it right now. This is it. And then basically, so you're saying if DJ Deco would have stepped in, that would have been somebody else that could have potentially not been here. I'm in DE, I can't handle it, thank you. Yeah, if you want to ever get in my private message me, please, and by all means, if you want to vent to me, you can do so. I wouldn't want anybody in that kind of position, to have to, I don't want you to feel like you have to say anything, They arranged to meet up. He met up and took him for food, got a haircut, clothes, it was lovely to watch. He met up and he took him for food, he got a haircut and clothes, it was lovely to watch. So he actually picked the guy up that was saying all that and took him for a haircut and that. Met up for a cuppa and something to eat. Wow. Yes, DJ saved this man's life. Thank you so much, Mel. Wow. Yes, the next day. So see again, guy, consistency. A creator that is consistent. A creator, and at the end of the day, DJ Decor's got his clout. He doesn't need to do anything for clout because he's got his numbers. He's well respected. I think people in his community respect him, highly. I do think when people do these acts of kindness, you should be going to start now on Pride of Britain and basically put him forward, for that. Or if you do know anybody up in a higher place, then, take it to them. And maybe, this year he might actually get recognised as well, above and beyond TikTok, for his kindness and his contribution towards TikTok and society. So yeah, guys, Hearts Again actually got somebody with, a rare disease and got them a bath. This is why when people come up here and they are getting gifted and they are using their money to that extent, hats off. That's a person that should be supported. That's a person that should be protected. That's a person that should be rallied around. So yeah, thank you so much, DJ Decor, for your contribution to TikTok, for your contribution to society, and what you're doing for the people in the community. Everybody, is just wanting to say thank you and keep continuing doing what you're doing. Round of applause for DJ Decor. On a real note, yeah, it does really, a real man, and he doesn't take no crap. So I just want to put that out there, guys. That's another one. If you do want to bring up anybody else that you do feel need to shout out, if you've got any pages that you see, they're a small page and you feel like they do need to be shouted out, then listen, by all means, shout them out and I will happily shout them out for you. I actually follow Andrew now. He seems a lot better now. See, Andrew, it's just like, it's just one of them Neon situations when you see Neon or where you see Kai Sen and then they've brought somebody onto the stream and boom, the whole life's changed. And people deserve that. People like that guy, and that family would have deserved that. So, and listen, guys, not everybody can be helped. As much as we all want to help everybody, we can't be helping everybody. And the reason why I decided now to take off my gifts, because these are awareness lives, and as much as when I come on here, I don't want to ever make it about the gifts, and I have decided, once a month I will do a giveaway. So on my page, guys, it's about me, but on my lives, it's about my awareness. Now, I don't put no awareness or anything like that on my live on my page, because at the end of the day, that's my page. But what I am going to do is I'm going to give you the giveaway that I give away every month, which goes to somebody that comes in. I can't give away to everybody, but once a month I will do a giveaway and I will drop it on my page to say, guys, I'm doing a giveaway this month. And that's how I'll do to give back to the community. And I do believe that if we are doing these awareness lives in 2025, they are right, the people are right. Our gifts should not be on. If you are doing pages and you are speaking about, certain topics, I think that the money should be donated back into this app. So if you can't donate it back into a charity, it should be donated into that. And guys, I can get money off the Creator Fund, lots of it, but I choose to have my page as just me, because I no longer make my lives about me. Nothing about my life comes into my life. Okay, so a big massive shout out. Do we want to touch anything else today? Does anybody else deserve to have, all right then, I want